Hey, y'all. Y'all come in. Come in. Y'all come in. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead on and get started. I want to give a shout out to all my workers and all my subscribers, listeners, my thumb you up people, and all. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. If it's your birthday, yeah. Y'all, I want to get into, and y'all can just follow on in. Please be respectful in the chat, okay? If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here, okay? But I want to do a reaction on Naziah Harris, Auntie Makita, and her boyfriend Dre. I want to do a reaction on her interview, if that was an interview. Uh, I started to not to, because I was trying to see where I was going to start from, because it wasn't like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I want to get the content creator named Shank, his depth, respect on having her to his show. Okay. Um, so y'all know me. I'm gonna say what I got to say. So I want to talk about that interview, and I'm going to break it down as a little by little, uh, with Makita and Dre. Uh, I know they can't talk about the trial. Hey, baby. I know they can't talk about the trial. And you know what, y'all? This is for commenting and criticism and educating purposes. But it is interview. The sister is still taking up for her sister. So I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna break it down, okay? As we go. And thanks for being here, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button, okay? These are going to be her words, as well as Dre's word. But before I welcome Marquita, I do want to clear up something. Dre never mentioned anything about Naziah going into the house. Dre only mentioned that Naziah had to cross over from, I believe, the old house to the new house. Okay. See, I think that this interview was more like I need to clear my name. Can I come on your show and clear my name because they said this and they said that. So that's Drake, the guy who's speaking. He's sitting right there with Naziah Harris' auntie Makita. And one thing I like about him is he gonna tell you how he feels. So I'm only thing I'm gonna do is react to that interview. Am I correct, Drake?
uh, that video where they basically showing that she getting off the bus, where she get off the bus at, and then you got that video of her walking past that house. Yeah. All I'm saying is I don't know if she went home. All I know is she's walking towards home. Towards home. Keyword towards. She's walking towards home. She still has to go across a main street, so she could have went anywhere from there.
So hold on, y'all. Whew, Lord have mercy. So okay, we everybody seen what. Okay, he said that she was walking towards home. Hmm. Hmm.
He said she was walking towards home. She could have went home that way. Why in it? Okay, so that means that by him saying that is answer one question to me. I hope that's the truth. That she got out at her right bus stop. See, at first I didn't know did Nazaya get off at the right bus stop or not. Okay. So by him saying that she was going in that direction as if she was going home, that means that the bus driver dropped her off at the right uh bus stop. So I'm doing this reaction because I want to clear a lot of things that my thoughts was. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. No, hold on. I didn't even have it. I'm mute.
Across a main street, so she could have went anywhere from there. But I'm just confirming it for people to know that she at least was walking that way towards home because they had two houses on the block. So everybody.
Now, y'all see how y'all hear how he talking? And I know y'all women, it's some real women on my team. It's some real women. He's the way I mean, she was walking toward what make him say that? What make him say she was walking toward the house? See, if she was walking toward the house, she was going home. But I know she's supposed. We understand that she's supposed to be meeting Jarvis. But why in the heck is she walking toward the house? That's scary. And he said that for a reason, y'all. That man said that for a reason.
What house? Which way? So I'm just letting people know which way. If you know the area, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Why they?
Everyone was clear on that.
I mean, he ain't have to say it like that.
Marquis,
He ain't have to say it. I mean, these folks, it's going. Is it the COVID? Is it COVID or what is it? What is it going on? What's going on? Okay, I'm just gonna do the best I can with this interview. That's what this is.
how you doing, Marquita?
Fine, you.
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure. I've been blessed to have you to join me on this panel to just tell us exactly who Marquita is. Who's the older, you or Shane?
Me.
So you're the older out of the two.
Yes.
Tell us something about you that people don't know or either people have wrong. I'm sure you've been following the content creators, and I'm sure you may have heard your name several times. Is it anything that you've heard about you that you would like to clear up before we get started?
Yes, there is a lot, but I do want to state this first. No, I cannot discuss anything about the case. So there's going to be questions that are going to be asked. I will be directing them to saying no, I cannot answer anything in that type of nature. So let's just get that clear and off top.
And we respect that.
Come on, y'all.
With everything going on in the beginning, let's just say, no, I was not staying there at all when everything jumped off. I'm going to just say that, clear as day. No, I was not staying there. Me and Dre moved in together in the summer of June of 2023. That's that. That's one. Another one. When evangelist Kenneth Mitchell came on, and he had a whole mouth spiel to say, stating that I had my first child at 17. No, I did not. I had my first child at 18. No, it was not by a security guard. No.
Maybe you was 17 going on 18. How about that? So he got, because I was like 19 and then I had my baby at 20. You know what I mean? Maybe since you have 9 months when you carrying the child, I don't know how many did you do, 9, 6, or 5. I don't know. But maybe you was 17 when you got pregnant. Maybe. And then maybe you were 18. What you said, 17, and then you were 18. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing big about that though.
Not at all. So let's clear that up as well. It's the deadliest.
Okay, so she cleared that up. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. Okay.
And some of the other incidents of him bringing other people, what's his name, Darnell or Daryl, I don't even know who that person was. I don't even know. So,
Darnell Freer.
Huh?
Darnell Freer. I think you're talking about Darnell Freer.
Yeah, I don't even know who that person was. He bringing other people into the situation. Don't even know nothing about at all.
And y'all, one thing I can say. One thing I can say.
What do you want me to answer?
See what? Okay, first of all, when you do an interview, have your questions written down. What you're gonna ask them, but I can hear a change in her sister, and I hope Shannon is getting help like I want her to, cause that's the first thing came to my mind was is she going to get help? If she's going, I can hear the change. I can hear the different Makita. I can hear the difference in her, what she used to do, and what she's claiming that she's not doing anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Okay, let's finish.
Like right now, I'm just rambling. I don't want just to ramble.
Okay, let's start with your childhood. What was your childhood like growing up as a child? If you can answer.
See, now, if I were going to interview Makita, that's just me, y'all. That's just me. If I were going to do this interview, I have my questions down to get right at the point. I wouldn't treat her like she was on trial in court. I would get to the point right then and there with what I really want to know from, but everybody different, so let's keep going.
My childhood was great. Anything that we could think of as a kid that we had inside the house. Not every household was blessed with lavish things, but my household as a childhood was a childhood household. Was able to go outside, go down the street, hang out with friends. Doing normal childhood things. So nothing out of the norm.
Was you a problem child or was you an angel? What type of child was you?
I was never a problem child. I don't believe our kids are angels.
I don't think that that's a good question. It's okay, but come on, let's get off of her. Cause it's about Naziah. Let's get off this. Let's get off the auntie. The auntie ain't nothing like Naziah. So the questions should mainly stick on Naziah. What kind of childhood do you think Naziah had, or how was, I don't care nothing about Makita. Makita, we don't care nothing about her. So we want to keep the focus on Naziah and Jarvis. and Shannon.
You know, you do have some kids do have a bitter side to them, whatever. So I'm right in the middle.
Now let's fast forward into adulthood. How many children do you have? If you don't mind answering that.
2.
2.
But see, that ain't important. The questions for those questions that he asking not Shannon, but Makita, it's not important. That's why when you go, it's not important about Makita. How many children did Makita? I can see if it was Shannon, because she was mostly around Shannon, not Makita. You see what I mean? She was mostly around unless he was getting to the point to why you have your kids around Jarvis, and you know how Jarvis is. Because if I understand it, I thought that Makita was dating him first.
2 children.
Sons.
I have 1 son, 1 daughter.
And I just want to be able to clear that up because I can't remember who told me, but there was told that there was a 3rd son somehow, an older son, and she's here to at least,
Hey, Cent.
No, I wish people stop putting kids on my uterus. I only have 2 kids. I had my first child at 18.
Okay. So she wants y'all to understand, which not, I wish I could have been at that interview with him. She had a son and a daughter, but hey Cindy, but wondered what the son. I wonder what the son around Jarvis. We'll get to that. I'm just trying to react on her video, honey.
What type of mother would you say you are? What kind of mother would you say you are? Are you an old-fashioned mother? Are you strict? Do you pretty much?
Now it's no now see our men. First of all, listen, I ain't trying to act funny, and I ain't trying to do this, and I ain't trying to be like that. But it's no what old fashioned mama. The girl young, she ain't but 30. Why don't you try to be a mother? Not just say a mother. What kind of now are you a straight? Are you an old fashioned mama? Are you no, are you what kind of mother are you? And just leave it right there. Leave it right there leave it like that because everybody raised different. And it's not no, it's no, is she strict? You going somewhere when you label women, when you label these young girls as being old fashioned mamas, you what the new fashion mamas. I got a little offended with that like that. It's best to say really that we don't. He shouldn't even be asking Makita that. But I can't tell nobody how to do no interview. But are you strict? What? So what? What? Where are we going with this?
With your children, what kind of mother would you say you are?
That's what you should have said at first. What kind of mother would you say you are? Instead of saying old fashioned and stuff like that, y'all, I just get offended when you're talking to my young people.
I'm kind of in between, more of so much of gentle parenting sometimes, but sometimes stern at the other end. When I know my kid's not listening, I have to be the head honcho. But other than that, I'm middle in the middle.
But that's good. That's part of being a mother. You got to be. It's gonna be where you have to be stern like that, and then you're gonna be okay. Like that's part of being a parent. That's part of being a parent. If you don't be like that, then you're gonna get ran over. and pushed over. So that's a good. Makita was okay right there. But I got so many questions he could have asked her.
With my kids, we're fine. I'm a wonderful parent to my kids.
Mm.
I'm gonna switch lanes to you and Darnell for a minute, and then I'll come back. What's you and? I'm sorry, not Darnell.
Dre.
I'm sorry, Dre. What is you and Dre's relationship? Are y'all together, or are y'all just co-parenting, or do y'all just live together? What's y'all relationship?
We're just friends. We just live together.
How did you feel when Dre came on the content creators platforms? How did you feel? Was you against it, or was you?
She ain't none of her business. How he feels. She just a friend. She said she just a friend.
You like, I don't see that Dre has anything to hide, so go for it.
Even though I know that Dre doesn't have anything to hide, but at the end of the day, if you supposed to be my support system, my person, if I ain't open,
but that ain't what you said. That's not what she said. She said he's her friend. That means that he can't. He did support you. He did support you. It's just you went off on him at that time, and you didn't know you went off on him. And so by him being a man, you embarrass him in front of these people, in front of your folks. Those not his people. So he was with you. But if y'all gonna have a relationship, y'all gonna go together. So you gotta identify what friend is. Because if that's your friend, why you checking with him? Why you staying with him? That's your partner. What kind of friend is he? Because if he may not be, if you identify what kind of friend you are to him, then he wouldn't behave like that. Maybe you led him into another kind of friend. I hope somebody get what I'm saying. She might have led him to a different kind of friend, and then he would have took up for her. But he didn't know he was that kind of friend to her. So I can feel Dre.
My mouth. You weren't supposed to open up your mouth at all. I felt like he went against the grain, and he did. Because at the end of the day, if I'm quiet and if I'm trying to figure out what's going on too as well, and I don't know what's going on, we both figure out what's going on.
Makita, you know what's going on. Because you're going to tell them in a few minutes that you and your sister is very close. Even he said it when he got interviewed, when they came into his house. When they came into Dre's house, he said, they y'all go whispering. Y'all up under you. You know everything your sister do because you say that you and your sister close and you're going to defend your sister. So don't come on here and act sophisticated. Nothing like that. Now you're offending him right now in front of this man.
Shouldn't even open up your mouth and say anything. If you wanted to talk to somebody, go find a therapist.
How you gonna tell that man to go find a therapist if he wanted to talk to somebody? And at that time, you need to find a therapist to talk to. Pop can't call the color black.
And that's respectfully coming from me. Like, no, it's like, don't get me wrong. I know we had our little differences, and we wasn't talking. But at the end of the day, it's like, come on now. Come on now.
I wouldn't get no respect on any type of level.
At the end of the day,
I just said that, y'all. They wasn't respecting that man at all. They wasn't respecting Makita boyfriend at all. Because the stuff that he was doing his thing. First of all, don't nobody need to come in your house while you handle your business. What he grown, whatever he doing is his business. Even though we saw everything he was doing, we saw what he was doing at the table because they made it known that we know what he was doing. So I think they did that man wrong. They did Dre wrong that day. They did him wrong. Even though he was doing his, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, y'all know what that is. And he was doing it. That's his business. He grown. He was in his house. But to advertise to show what that man was doing, that interview was wrong. Marquise, what his name? Marcy, he was wrong for what he did.
And I want either, but at the end of the day, is you don't see me going on every social platform. I'm not, and then I don't.
My purpose of doing this.
And then I don't care. And then I don't care what people think or what people gonna say. But at the end of the day, it's a more of a respect and a more of a support type of thing. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and
I would be doing the same thing.
No, listen, you are doing it. If it was on me, if the shoe was on the other foot for him, I wouldn't be on every.
But see, what she got to understand is they did not come to that man's house that way. If they had a came to that man's house correct, then Drake would have respected them better. But the way they came in there, they came his house like they was the FBI. So I feel Drake on this right here. He felt like he been attacked and disrespectful, and they did disrespect him because once they found out he was doing, they knew what kind of person he was. They knew what that man was doing in his house. They did disrespect that man. That man was about, somebody probably called him and said, y'all come on now. Because he just got his stuff. And he went head on and did his thing anyway. And they told me, oh man, you can't do that on the camera. Y'all knew what was going on before y'all came over there. I don't blame Drake. I don't blame Drake. Whatever her boyfriend name.
Social platform or whatever, I'll wait till he make his first move, or he said go ahead and do it if it's okay. Not one time, and since this whole thing has came about, has he asked me, how are you? How are you doing?
Because
how are you looking?
Drake, let us know.
It's not one time have you came in, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Not, if you're supposed to be my person, be my person. You worry about what the whole world thinks. Fuck what the world thinks. We live up under the same roof in the same house. I'm saying, keep saying, ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna go against the grain or against my nigga, my bitch, anybody if the shoe was on the other foot. And I'm gonna say that shit with my chest. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down about it. And I don't care what nobody feel.
Well, I tell you this, Miss Lady, before you start yabba dabba doing. Now, they came in that man's house wrong. They dogged that man out wrong. You was in the bedroom with your sister when they came over there. They stopped him for doing what he want to do. And y'all, whatever happened before they got there, that's why he was upset as well. So you said you were just a friend of his, but now you trying to sound like you the girlfriend. So are you the friend? Are you the girlfriend? Are you a girlfriend? Are you a friend trying to be the girlfriend? See, you trying to label yourself with that man who you with now without labeling yourself with him. Just to have a roof over your head. I don't know why. But you can't confuse that man like that. You got that man confused. He don't know that you his woman. You're not acting like when Marks and them came over there, you weren't acting like that was your man. You were disrespecting him around Shannon.
How they way to feel about it. Point blank, period.
And I understand where you coming from.
Right.
I understand.
Okay. Because I was going to ask that. Do you see where she coming from, Drake?
I see where she coming from, but when you got twins at that coming to
Listen to what he said. Listen what he about to say. He about to say the same thing I just said. Whatever them girls were doing in that room, they're going against him before they got over there. That made him angry because they always talking about him behind his back. That's where he about to go with this.
where I'm supposed to be feeling comfortable, making me feel uncomfortable. How how am I supposed to feel? And I'm coming to y'all before I even go do anything else. And y'all giving me fuck you type shit.
See?
Because the energy was already given fuck you from the beginning.
Wow, I just said that. I just said that, but not knowing it. Because when they came over that man's house, he acted like he was already upset about Shannon being over there. So that means he was trying to tell you that you were disrespecting him in front of Shannon, your sister, and you gonna stick by your sister because you already gonna say that. You already said that. So you embarrassed him in front a house full of folks, and so he felt like he needed to get you back in front of them people. Two wrongs don't make a right, but still, you're not acting like you his. Now you acting like that's your man. I don't know if you getting therapy, calling him your man so you can look good in court, whatever you looking trying to look good for. It's the reason why you with that man. It's still then you seeing a therapy. So you trying to fix yourself up and straight, but you got to remember that was then. Maybe y'all in a different place now. That's why good. Man, gone. A lot of things shouldn't have been said at this interview. That's all I got to say.
Like, what you mean?
First of all, y'all beat around the bush when it comes to certain stuff. Y'all sit there, had these conversations.
Y'all be around a bush. When if that supposed to be your friend, when he asks you a question, Marquita, you supposed to answer his question. But you were beating around the bush with the question that he was asking you. And that hurt him when you did that. So don't be acting like he wasn't treating you like this and he wasn't treating you like that. You weren't treating him like that then either. And y'all were talking up under y'all breath instead of answering his questions. I feel him.
Your brother trying to shut me up with the stuff. Well, for what? What am I saying that's going to hurt anything?
You're not saying anything that the world done already heard.
So what's wrong?
But you're not understanding. You're not.
No, but what he just said. See, first of all, the interview, stop it right now. Stop your interview and skip that what they talking about and ask them a question. Because right now it ain't turning, it ain't. They don't need to be talking like this on YouTube. They need to cut that conversation that they talk about. It's about Naziah. The interview is about Naziah, not about them two right there. See, we got to keep the focus on questions surround Naziah, not these grown people. Now we shouldn't even hear this. We shouldn't hear all this. They going back and forth like this. This shouldn't be on there.
Where I'm coming from, it's the support, and that's where it lacks. If I supposed to be your girl, the woman, I ain't said nothing, open up.
But you didn't say you were his woman. You said you were his friend. Now you saying you his woman. You still confused, Makita. That's why I asked the question, and I want y'all remember that I asked that question. Is she with that man because he got a house? Is she with that man just for benefits? Is she with that man just to look good before she go to court? She might have to hit the stand. We don't know. She's cleaning up. She ain't getting high now. She ain't doing what she was doing then. She ain't drinking. She ain't doing nothing no more. She don't straighten up. She go see a therapy. Hey, baby. Yeah, so she trying now. She want to be the man, woman. Now she want to be the woman instead of the friend. She don't know what she want to be.
But then my man ain't supposed to say shit until I felt that I was ready, or let's go together. If we supposed to be a team of one up here, we together. But now it's like I already got the world fighting against me. I should have my nigga fighting against me too. You fighting against me with the world.
No, he wasn't fighting Makita. Your man wasn't. See that interviewer should have stopped this. That man, at that time, Makita wasn't acting like she was on that man's team. He didn't know she was his woman. He thought she was that girl. Well, they could go do their thing with, do whatever they do. What he said, he don't had both of the girls before, both of the sisters before. Whoever did the interview should have skipped over that. Don't nobody want to hear this mess. It's about Naziah, not about what they did over there. Oh, yeah.
It's not that I'm fighting against. It's not that I'm fighting against you, but right is right and wrong is wrong, and I'm going to go by that.
No. You have every right to feel how the way you feel, and that's where you go. You only put in your feelings first. You not think about nobody else. That's what I'm.
Look, but you ain't thinking about his feeling either. You know what? I'm gonna skip this because this interview right here made me mad because this is a couple having a discussion about, oh, I'm your woman now. I want your woman then. I'm about to skip this right here. They don't make me mad. I'm gonna skip it. This should have been skipped a while back. So the guy who interviewed, you got to learn how to take stuff away, start another conversation.
Remember, I don't think we even really talked about the background or whatever the case may be. I know we just talked about, but not so much depth into it because I don't think we even talked about it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that because it's kind of foggy. I don't know.
Was you and Jarvis ever in a relationship? Any kind of relationship?
No. What I can say is I did meet him first.
Now she said Jarvis, this is Makita. She said that she and Jarvis wasn't in a relationship. She don't know what she want to say about men. She's the type that would take what a man say and change it, like she doing Drake. So he don't know what that's his woman, if that's his woman, that's his friend. And then now he asking him about Jarvis. She said no, we wasn't in no relationship. But I can't say that I met him. I met him first. Where you meet him at? That's what I started saying. She need to give the men up at this point.
Yes.
Right.
We exchanged numbers. No, I never talked to Jarvis at that time. That's when I had my son. I was going to work first. No.
Okay. You got that. Come on, girl. Probably met him on TV. She trying to act like she didn't talk to him. If ain't no, all of us are female. If we get that man our number, we gonna talk to him. If she didn't want to talk to Jarvis, she would have never gave Jarvis her number. So don't go acting like you were Miss Dearhart. I didn't talk to him. You gave him your number. So what you thought, he just wanted your number just to be having your number? This girl confused.
Never got a chance to talk to him or anything.
I don't believe it. I never got a chance to talk to him anything. I don't believe it. Why you get a man your number? Why you get him your number? Plenty of time I don't gave a man the wrong number. But she didn't say she gave no man the wrong number. She said I gave him my number. Yesterday. I know that right. I know, my man, that's game. That's game, but she trying to play.
So no. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about his background. We just exchanged first names and phone numbers. That was about it.
Y'all, so Jarvis was gone. You said I give them the singer hotline. Now, see, she said, first, only thing I did was gave him, only thing we did was exchange number. See, Jarvis, see, y'all got to ask y'all self. And I've been saying it for a long. Is he a pimp, a drug dealer? What is he? Because these women know they love them some Jarvis. Why you going to give a man number you don't like him? Even though you're going to say you don't like light-skinned guy. If you didn't like light-skinned guy, you wouldn't have gave that light-skinned man your number.
Why wasn't he your type?
Because I wasn't, my type is dark-skinned guys.
Right.
You know, I never got into doing the light-skin thing. It was me and Shannon, my twin sister thing. She liked the light skin, I liked the dark skin.
But why you get that light-skinned man your number? What the purpose of giving him your number? What do Jarvis sell weed? What do he do? What Jarvis do? Cause y'all treat Jarvis like a king.
So, you know, I was okay. Let me try to see what the hype about for a light skinned guy, but I never dibble and dabble. So that's that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did Jarvis, because we know that Jarvis did some handiwork around the house with Mr. Annette. Did he ever do any handiwork around your place? Maybe paint, maybe fix some things?
Why would I need Jarvis to come over and do anything, and I got Dre to do anything and to do that right then and there?
I mean, Jarvis would come in the grandmama house fixing stuff. Oh, Jarvis wasn't even supposed to be in the house. Golly, boy. Ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
How long you and Drake been together?
Me and Dre been talking since the end of 21. We've been together for 3 years.
I'm the best when it comes to the hands.
He said he the best when it comes to the hands. What? Girl, sure do need help. What do you mean by that? We've been together for 3 years, but I'm the best when it comes to the hands. What is he talking about, y'all? And they don't even act like they been in no relationship for 3 years. What kind of relationship? Wait, you know what, y'all? Listen. Dre said that he had both of them. He done been with both of them before. Dre said that. Why she trying to act like she ain't been with Jarvis? If she done been with Dre, if Dre don't have both of them, Jarvis don't have both of them. How about that?
You the best, Drake?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you come in. What do you mean by you're the best?
Right.
I love to create things. I love to make things. I love to draw. I love to paint. I just anything with art in it, I'm in it.
Y'all
That's
got.
why I be thinking so much.
He said that's why I be thinking so much.
The question, Marquita, I guess was before Dre's time.
Guys, I'm so excited.
I want to hear that question he about to ask him. That's what I'm saying. Before Drake time. What you and your sister were doing in. Hold on, y'all.
Jarvis do anything handy around any of the places that you stayed in before Dre's time?
Hell no, because I always got a nigga that know how to do shit. No, Jarvis wasn't my man. I didn't need him.
Well, I mean, why you cussing? Why you mad? Why, Uncle? Why? What? See, you can tell when people start lying, they start cussing. I'm trying to figure out, like, you trying to make him a secret. Yeah. That's sneakily.
Your relationship with Nazaya's mother, Lady. How's your relationship with Lady?
Like say, as a kid, she was like, as growing up, she was like a big sister that you would want to be around. But then again, when you got older, you start to, have attitudes or get to know yourself. We always kind of bump heads, by her being a Capricorn, her being the.
No, that's your sister. Sister's gonna bump heads sometime. Sisters and brothers gonna bump heads sometime. It ain't got nothing to do with no Capricorn. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It just what was lady trying to tell you to do. What she was trying to tell you to do as a big sister. What were you doing?
Older sister, and it was always, okay, well, I'm older. You can do I'm gonna make you do this, and then just like, no. So then we became, so of a love-hate type of relationship.
The reason why it became a love and a hate type of relationship is because lady could have saw something they was doing and she was trying to tell them not to do it. And they wouldn't listen. That's all that is. Just tell the truth. A love-hate relationship means that you love each other. That's your older sister.
Towards the end.
I'm going to ask it. It's referring to desire, and you could just decline. First, let me ask, was it ever a 40-year-old autistic man that inappropriate touched Nazaya?
No. The guy was not 40, and I'm not for sure, and I can't say if this was going on or whatever the case may be. But the guy, he is not 40, and I believe he is autistic.
So she talking about that light-skinned man that we talk about, the older sibling or the second mama show? Well, cause I'm the older girl, but I want the older child. But I'm the oldest girl, and I'm a bossy. She trying to say that man with them glasses 140. That's the autistic that guy they're talking about who was hugging on Nazaya, or that's their uncle. I don't want to get the men mixed up. They said that the autistic man wasn't 40. How they know he wasn't flirting with Nazaya? How y'all know? Y'all wasn't even paying attention.
To the best of your knowledge, is the guy that calls himself the evangelist, was it him?
Kenneth?
Yes.
What about Kenneth?
Was he the man that inappropriate touched Nazaya?
Uh-oh. See, Kenny. Kenny. They trying to get you in trouble, Kenny. They trying to get you in trouble. Probably trying to accuse him or something. Right. And he ain't even do it. That's what's going on.
Like I said, I never knew about any 40-year-old man supposed to have or supposedly touch Nazaya.
Well, what about, now see, that's when the interview should have said, what about a 32-year-old man? What about a 33-year-old man? Change your question. Get the girl while you on there. Get the girl while you on there. Get to the real nitty-gritty with Makita while she on there. Don't be trying to be nice to her. Get her while she on your show. Get her. Ask her the important questions. And in a way that it won't be like they're gonna ask her in court. I know they can't talk about Nazaya, but it's a way that you can bring no words out where she don't even know that you had manipulated her. He need to leave the girl alone. He sure do. He need.
You know Kenneth the Evangelist? And if so, what's your relationship? What was your relationship like?
He was my brother's ex-boyfriend. We really didn't have everything.
So Kenneth, y'all, the autistic person, was her brother boyfriend. And that been a question that I had been asking for the longest. Y'all know that. I always want to know who is the the brother boyfriend. And that's the and see, and that's the question I've been trying to find out about another brother in the house. I've been trying to find out who else in that house. So Kenny wouldn't, I hope he wouldn't be interested in her. Look, I hope Kenny wouldn't be interested in her because Kenny supposed to like men unless he, bi.
Like that he was more had more relationship with my mom, basically. And at that time, my brother, when they was dating, we didn't have a relationship.
Can you tell me anything about Frank as far as, well, first, do you know Frank?
The owner of his shop, but I don't know him, so I can't really speak on the things that I can't really speak on him, so because I don't know him. I know that he owned the shop.
I believe all of them know Frank. I bet everybody know Frankie. Frankie. This girl here know she trying to keep her composure. She sure trying to be cool, and she sure ain't telling y'all nothing. That's why I said to interview her, you need to go on and get with the questions. You need to go on and get her now. Get on her now. Don't drag her. Ain't okay. Nobody
Now,
interested.
when it comes to the shop, I'm aware that Jarvis had the kids coming up, doing work up at the shop. Did he ever try to get you to come up and do any work at the shop?
Hell no. I ain't no man.
Okay, see, interviewer, that's good that you got somebody on your show, baby. You did real good to get her on your show. She ain't the one you need to be talking to like this. Cause you thinking about Shannon. You don't need to be talking to Marquita. Because Marquita's just like just a flag on the plate. She just on third base too. She trying to get to home. She ain't nothing like the question. These things you need to ask Shannon, because Shannon was around her. Shannon was around. You're not Makita. That's why Makita cussing you out. What she need to be at the shop for. See, it's a difference between Makita and Shannon. I can tell the difference. I can see. I can tell when he came in Makita's house. I can tell that Makita is more mature than Shannon. Like
How did you feel when the
that's what
kids
they
were
need.
going up there working?
If Shannon and my mom, I said they was okay with it, because at times I'd be at work, so I really wouldn't know what's going on when I was there, staying there,
But you said that you want. She contradict a lot. You know what? That lie test, they be done broke the needle on it. She just said she went around Nazaria around that time. So what is she saying? When I was there, she ain't telling everything. Y'all, she's still covering up stuff. She know they were going up to the shop. Everybody know they were going up to the shop and clean up. Yeah, she beating around the bush like somebody ain't got no sense. Like we don't know that.
I'm at work, I can't tell what's going on at night. All I know is when I get ready and to leave out the door, the house is locked up, shut down, kids are in bed. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
So you making it seem like you didn't even check on your own daughter. Cause that mean that did you have your daughter when you were staying in the house with your mama? You said you was 18. Got to tell the truth, baby. If y'all don't tell the truth, y'all got to keep lying. Cause y'all gonna forget what y'all said. She just
Now, let me send that same message to you, Drake. Was you aware of any of the children working up at the shop?
Not working up at the shop, no. The only thing I know is they would go to the store and get snacks and stuff.
Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all hear what that boy just said? Well, that man, let me respect him. He know they went up there to that shop. He knows it. But he sat beside Makita. He said, but I know about them going up to the store and get some snacks. He said, I know about them going up there to that store. Then he said, and she probably like that. Shh. He knew they went up there. They covered up for each other now. See, what she do, I'm going to tell you what the play, it's a play she running. He don't know that allegedly now. Dre don't know that Makita is running a play on him. She trying to keep herself looking good and clean before court. And if she don't stay up under him, he'll go into court and tell everything. See, I don't pick what she doing. Like you said, covering each other up. She trying to, see, this man know a lot, y'all. So the key is to keep him, to like him, to make him think that I really care and love him. But he knows she don't. Because the kind of man he is. But to keep him to shut up, so they won't put him on that stand, she gonna, like she just told him earlier, I'm your woman. You don't go against me. But you say you were his friend. You didn't say you were his woman. See what I mean? All that man play. I know game. I've been a player all my life. And I know game when I hear it. And I know she playing a game with this man. She don't like him.
Like, Jarvis would pull up. They'd be like, hey, that.
See, every time he get ready to talk, she got to step in. She got to step in. Now he about to tell, now he trying to tell y'all something, and she trying to cut him out. Now he about to tell y'all job is put up. He gonna tell it. This man right here stayed in that house, y'all. He know everything. And she want him to shut up. Her job is, hey, act like you love that man. Act like you want to be with that man. Hush him up right quick.
You know, the normal, like, kind of how you seen in the video, they run up and, you know, see their dad. But sometimes when he don't come in, you know, they want chips, candy, juice, pop, or whatever. He get them that. You know, they all go and they all come back. They all got snacks and stuff.
Dre, did you have any one-on-one conversations with Shannon about her relationship with Jarvis, as far as what you see in this dude?
I used to tell her, like, it's crazy. I see these type of relationships all the time, so it trips me out. But I used to tell her, like, well, if you're telling me he got females here, there, and there, well, why are you dealing with it? Like,
Right. And why is he having that? Okay, look, y'all. Look. That man on been with both of them sisters. This man right here. He sound like he pimping them. See, Job, he took in Jarvis' place now. Boy, it's a whole lot going on right here. It's a whole lot going on right here.
and then you obviously would talk to someone else, but they get into it. Jarvis find out they somehow get into it, and you scare them away. And most people not gonna really put up with it because you got 5 kids with the guy, and most of them is like recent, like right around the corner from you dating this guy. So of course he's gonna be like.
So Shannon was dating somebody else, y'all. Shannon, this part right here knows so much. He need to get off from, like you said, simply. He needs to get off from around Makita. Because Makita gonna try to make it seem like she his woman and she want him to don't tell him you don't go to court, you don't go take no stand and tell on me. But he talking right here. See, Shannon was fooling around with somebody around the corner. That's what he just said. Around the corner from you dating this guy. So Shannon was allegedly dating a guy around the corner. Java thought he was the big butt. He thought he was the man. Where this dude stay at?
Skip it. I ain't got time for this. Why would I fight with somebody who obviously still dealing with the man in some type of way? But she's just okay with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I've seen plenty of women deal with a man like that. Just go with whoever and feel like if you talk to somebody else, it's wrong. But I can talk to whoever. I get a lot, so it didn't really faze me. But I did used to ask her, like, you can talk to somebody else. That's why it didn't faze me when he would like have an attitude with me. I'm like, you're not scaring me to go away. Like I'm here.
See. Okay. This dude telling y'all stuff without telling y'all stuff. He said Jarvis was trying to push him out that door. But what one thing about what Makita gonna say, that he did Naziah brother like that. He pushed Jarvis brother. Makita tried to pretend like he didn't do Naziah brother like that. They trying to make it look like he want to do what he want to do. That ain't all that. Jarvis try to get rid of this man right here too. He don't want no man around. He wants to be the latest man. Jarvis wants to be the latest man. So if he push, he like, and the whole time you like Makita. Jarvis like Makita too. But Makita let her sister have him. Because she tried to act like they ain't have no relation. See this him? Woo, Jesus.
I'm going to be around your baby mama because she around Marquita. So if I'm around Marquita, especially at that time, they were together like glue.
See, Jarvis didn't want nobody around. See, I really don't know, y'all. I really can't say that. I can't really say that Jarvis didn't want him around. I don't think it was about him being around Makita. I think it was more it's being like he around them kids. He's a man in the house. But I got a question to ask y'all. Where was the brother staying at who was with the evangelist? Did they stay in that house too? Because that's a big house now. How did Jarvis feel about the brother who was going with Kenneth? What did he do? Did the brother stay there? It's a lot of questions. Did the brother stay there? How did the brother feel about Jarvis being there? It's
Now, Marquita expressed to you that she felt like you ain't hold her down. Explain. Go ahead.
I probably didn't hold her down. I can agree to that. But besides this situation, we do have our own regular relationship problems. I'm not going to really go into that. That's our.
He said they had their own regular relationship problems. Because we already know what the problem is. We seen the problem on the kitchen table. Yeah. We saw it on the kitchen table. Maybe she want to straighten up and he on, doing he's a user. She don't want that man, y'all. She don't want Dre. She using Dre. Once this trial over with, Dre can get the heck on.
But if anybody has been in a relationship and just had normal relationship,
The common mistake most women make is not putting
That lady, I don't know. I don't sense that she like men's that much either. Let me see what he's saying, y'all.
y'all should understand. Like we not agreeing on something, but we argue. No, I'm not beating on her. I'm not doing no outrageous, crazy shit. We have our moments. We don't fuck each other's shit up for real or nothing like that. Can you agree with that? And it's just we don't see eye to eye, but people explode. I can explode. I'm an Aries. I can do it, but I literally been working on myself for a long time. I'm way better than I used to be. I used to get mad and be mad, but now I'm mad and I just kind of go back to being calm and just collected. Like, well, we can just do this later.
Let me grab a question real quick. Miss Ray want to know, did you start speaking out because you is mad at Marquita?
No, I'm not mad at Marquita. I do have some issues on the situation, on what happened within our house. I do have issues, but I can't sit here and point the finger because I'm in the middle of a situation where I don't know what's the truth and what's the lie.
That's because y'all know what y'all do. We know what you do. We know what you do. Let me skip this cause this interview right here is something else. That's not even in. See, this interview turned into them instead of Naziah. I'm about to skip a little bit. Let me see.
At a certain point in time, Shan was like being threatened, and she just didn't care. She got this out of her like, bring it. I don't give a fuck, bring it. So, but at the same time, it's like you're coming to this house, and Detroit is wild. People is wild. If they feel like revenge is not being served right, they feel like they can do it themselves. So I'm like thinking like I don't want nobody to follow you or come over here. You come to the house, you come in and out.
Well, that young man, I like this young man right here because he's saying, I don't need your foolishness in my house that y'all have over y'all grandmama house. I don't want that over here. Whatever you doing, I don't want that over here. Keep it over there. So I can feel him. That's what any mama would have said. Do Chris and Lady have the same dad? Why y'all asking them do Chris and Lady have the same dad? It ain't about that. It's about Naziah. Oh my gosh.
Still dating, you invite people to the house. It's a lot of stuff that happens that I'm like, nah, that's not cool. It's a situation that's a little dangerous right now in a lot of different ways that you might not be thinking that I'm thinking about.
You thinking right?
You can see the story, feel some type of way, and murder all of us in the house.
Because of what he do, y'all. Y'all know what he do. He do his thing. And he said somebody could murder everybody in the house. He know how they move. He know what they do. He telling y'all what they do without telling y'all what they do. Y'all got to read. See, sometimes when people be talking like the way this young man is speaking, you got to see through it. But my thing is with this interview, what this got to do with Naziah? See, if I had him on my show, I can ask them questions without them knowing that I asked them that question. We need to hear more about Naziah, not about their relationship. Let me skip it a little bit.
I believe this question is going to be for you, Marquita. Appreciate this super chat. I see through you. I see through you want to know, do Chris and Lady have the same daddy? Marquita?
Yeah, so let me clear that up. That's going around that's saying that my mom and her brother Eric Gamble got a son. No, my mom was
Okay, she cleared it up for y'all that she do not have a child. But we don't know if she telling the truth or not. We just listening to her. She said Chris and Lady got the same father. And y'all put out there that her and her the grandma and the brother and her brother got a baby by each other. And they trying to that's what I said. This interview was more like to clarify themselves. She said her brother Eric, I was saying that they got a son together. Now watch how she defend Eric right quick. Listen to this.
married. That's why her last name is Harris and his last name is Gamble. I mean, people don't use their brains. When she get married, she didn't drop her last name. So it's Harris.
Hold on. Let me hear what you just said. Let me hear what you just said, girl. You said a lot. You said what?
And invite people to the house.
I gotta hear what she just said because she said it too much.
I'm like, nah, that's not cool. You know, it's a situation that's a little dangerous right now in a lot of different ways that you might not be thinking that I'm thinking about. This dude can see the story, feel some type of way, and murder all of us in the house.
I believe this question is going to be for you, Marquita. Appreciate this super chat. I see through you. I see through you want to know, do Chris and Lady have the same daddy? Marquita?
Yeah, so let me clear that up. That's going around that's saying that my mom and her brother Eric Gamble got a son. No, my mom was married. That's why her last name is Harris and his last name is Gamble. I mean, people don't use their brains. When she get married, she didn't drop her last name. So it's Harris. Her maiden name is Gamble.
So y'all, that cleared up. She said that her mom's last name is Gamble like her brother. But what they got to do with them not having a baby by each other? But they don't, she still didn't clarify that right. But Lady and her brother got the same daddy. I got to see Chris. I ain't never seen Chris.
Do you think that the state of Michigan is handling Naziah's case in a proper manner? Would you say that when it comes to the evidence and all of that, you believe that they're handling it properly?
No, I think I don't think I know, and I feel like they are they're taking their precious time. Because if she was
Let me move this.
We would have been had some type of
Hold on, y'all.
Across the board up until this point of where her whole dynamic of her, being fair with him, it's just changed totally.
Campbell.
Now there's a video of a party that's on the evangelist Kenneth's page. Do you know anything about this video, Marquita?
I want to say if it's wrong, we took the kids so many.
Come on, Marquita. Just say yes. You know about the video, baby. Just say yes.
Places. Can you be specific of what party is there? Like some type of
I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up for you. Give me a minute. Appreciate
She trying to come on now. Come on. You got the super chat. Okay. But she
Chris. Salute
That's not him. But I don't think he will want his name or his information to be put out there. So I'm gonna just leave his.
You better not put your brother information out there if he a police officer.
Appreciate this.
Y'all brother a police officer and he didn't know about Jarvis? She said, oh Lord, she said a lot. She said that they didn't see eye to eye. Oh Lord. They didn't tell their oldest brother, they didn't tell their brother that what was going on with Jarvis. I'm surprised what her name didn't say nothing. Naziah was in between, in the middle, a situation where she couldn't say nothing. Her action is louder than
Even
words.
if the phone was stolen, the pictures posted was still stored in the phone.
Yeah, don't.
Why she get quiet? She don't want to answer that question. I'm gonna let y'all. He gonna show this video, y'all. Y'all remember this video right here.
Let me read this last question and then I'm gonna run this video. Appreciate that, Ginger. After Kiwana called CPS, why didn't you stop your own daughter from being around Jarvis
Right.
and possibly becoming a victim?
He said after Kiwana called CPS, why didn't I stop my
You heard her.
Jarvis?
And possibly becoming a victim. That's coming from the chat. And possibly becoming a victim.
I never had my daughter around Jarvis. That she makes the question is
She can't even answer that little simple question, y'all. She can't answer that question. These folks seem like they were so busy doing what they do. And all the things she said, after Kiwana called CPS, why did you stop your daughter from being around Jarvis and possibly becoming a victim? Because your mind went on your daughter. Your mind was on whatever you were doing. Just tell the truth.
let me get my word because I don't want to come off too
Oh, shoot.
strong for this.
Why should you come out strong on this?
It's a sensitive topic.
Oh,
I never personally really had my daughter around Jarvis. Just like, oh, come on, daughter, let's be around Jarvis. No, never. If I was
she don't know what to say.
more aware of certain things, yes, I would have done more. But
Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. She can tell y'all, but she can't tell me that she didn't know what about Jarvis. She can't tell me that she didn't know nothing about Jarvis. Come on now. All of y'all women know about Jarvis.
anything was going on, how can I stop anything?
How can you stop in what? 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 How can what? You can go get your daughter, girl. That's how you can stop things. Go get your child. How can you stop anything? Folks always got an excuse for some man. I'm so tired of these excuses. Hurry up and show that tape so I can get off of them. They don't got on my nerve.
Let me run this video that I'm talking about, Marquita.
Hurry up so I can finish with her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Now come on, let's chance it a little bit. Because it's your birthday. Because it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Just get on down. Just get on down. It's your birthday. How old are you? Come on. How old are you? Close your eyes, make
Javisha. Okay, listen to the mom. I ain't want to show the children, but I'm gonna show the mom. What you do? Just fly in and fly out? I was trying to get there. I thought you supposed to be a family. That man didn't care nothing about them.
Do you remember this birthday party, Marquita?
Vaguely, but yeah.
Do you remember where Nazaria was at?
No. I know all the kids was running in and out.
What you mean by she what? If they sing a happy birthday, all them supposed to be right there singing happy birthday. Where y'all had Nazaria hiding it? You know when the time to have sing happy birthday, y'all be like, go get so-and-so, go get Michael, go Cora, go get this person.
Appreciate that.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. To be honest, to be honest with y'all, that interview hold on, let me see what she's saying right here. Cause they kind of like I don't want to see no more of the interview. blood thicker than water. Things that Makita can't say and things that Makita can say in this video. She's supposed to mention her uncle. They mentioned something about the uncle. And then she said, and he gonna always come around. See, y'all, it's almost like they're gonna need therapists for life. Just in therapy just for a month or two, it's not gonna be only good for them. They're gonna have to continuously go to therapy. Makita, really, she held back a lot of stuff, y'all, on the interview. She really kind of like held a lot back. She trying to act like she ain't know nothing about birthday party. She trying to act like when he mentioned something about why, if you know how Jarvis was, why you didn't, why? Because you knew how Jarvis was. That's why you told her not to have that first baby. When she had that second baby, why you had your daughter over there? When she had that third baby, why you had your daughter over there? Did you have your son over there too? It's still, I think, I don't know. It's that that interview was about clearing her name. That interview was about her clearing her name, and y'all tell lie, but we don't know if they need to be on a lie detector test. We don't know if they tell the truth. We don't know if I don't trust Makita. I don't trust her. Why should I believe everything she said? And she hang with Shannon. She still with Shannon. And that dude better watch his back. Dre better watch his back. Because she don't care nothing about Dre. She don't want to be with Dre. Dre better watch his back. And like you said earlier, simply, she need to get off around him. She really do. She need to really get off around Drake need to let that lady go. Why is she why are you hanging around a man that you said y'all were friends, but now you saying you his woman? Why you ain't just say that's my baby, that's my man? Do you like men? That's your business. Because we ain't even worried about you. We worrying about Naziah. The interview wasn't nothing about Naziah. It wasn't. The interview was about Makita and that man. And they business. See, with the Naziah Harris case, y'all, I ain't trying to tell y'all, I can't tell grown folk what to do. Y'all need to stick with the narrative. See, he wanted to tell y'all, Drake wanted to tell y'all that they be going there to that shop. But they want him to shut up. They want Dre to hush. Dre know they go up to the shop. Dre know that them children go up to that shop. And Makita knows that they go up to the shop because guess why I know? She tell her sister tell her everything. She and her sister close. You think her sister ain't told her that no children be going to the shop and cleaning up? Man, please. Yeah, they did. Yeah. So, Makita, you keep going to therapy. But you got to stop lying. You got to tell the truth. You know they were going to that shop. Everybody know they were going to the shop. Because your sister told them. And then you made a mistake and said that you weren't there when that happened to Naziah, but you don't know what be going on when you going to work. What about your daughter? You had kids in that house. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I think that what we need to do is keep the focus on what have been said about the trial, because it's a lot gonna happen in that when the trial date comes. And I believe that boy, that young man, I ain't gonna call him no boy, he's a young man. He gonna tell it out. I hope nothing happen to him before the trial. But I tell you what, he better get off around Makita. After what I heard tonight, at this interview, the best thing for that man to do is to get off around Makita. I wonder why they can't get off around each other. I wonder, just because they been together 3 years don't mean nothing. I don't been with somebody 8 years. I wasn't happy. He just said they don't be happy. Because they know what they doing. They doing, you know what they doing. Because he was doing his thing when we were looking at him doing his thing. So this don't make no sense, y'all. Well, that's all I want to come get my reaction on it. I didn't. It's some more on the video, y'all, but I just didn't want to hear all that mess. They already kind of like discouraged me a little bit. I thought I thought that the interview was gonna be about Naziah, but the interview was about Makita and Dre. Of course, Makita gonna act like she don't know nothing. Of course, she gonna say she didn't get along with later when they were young, because later the oldest girl. And then, if you're not mistaken, I thought the mama said Naziah. Excuse me, y'all. I thought the mama said Naziah's sister, not mama, not supposed to be over there. Why her mama not supposed to be over there? All people. What she do that bad to not to be there? And all that bad stuff going in the house, but she can't be there. But she be there just like Jarvis do. It's some more people in this, y'all. I don't just see Jarvis, and I'm going to keep on saying that. We need some other people. We don't need to talk to them no more. We don't need to talk to Dre. See, the best thing, what you want to do now, people you want to interview, I wish Dre won't go back on nobody else's channel. That Makita boyfriend, he's going to get himself in trouble. He going to get himself in some trouble. You got Jarvis locked up and know a lot of folks. King locked up and he know a lot of folks. Shannon out of jail, she know a lot of people. 8 other women that the man would dating. Good duty. Fooled around with or broke up with and going with. He can do that. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all listening. And when you get a chance, drop down in the comment what you think about this case. What you think was going on. Do you believe? I got a question about you. In this interview right here, do you believe everything Shannon said? Not Shannon, but Makita said. Drop down in the comment, y'all. Love y'all.